Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to this episode of Loving Life. You know, I love life. I love everything about life. I love to eat. I love to travel. I love to do all kinds of stuff. But I really love people who can create. And all of us, there's something that we can all create. But I'm with Kim Cowger today. Kim is, she represents one of my favorite artists in the whole world, and that's Bob Ross.
Yes.
Kim, thank you for being with me today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So you've been doing this how long?
Since '98.
Wow.
So 19 years I've been teaching. I started painting this style in '94.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah. So what have we got planned today?
I think we're going to do something like the Blue Ridge.
Wow,
so
really?
Springtime in the Blue Ridge. So
Let's do it.
Little rolling hill.
I'm going to pick that up.
Okay, thank you.
Don't hit me with that brush.
I was wondering where it came from. Bob's here.
Bob?
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I've already prepped my canvas with liquid white. Bob Ross technique is wet on wet. So this wet surface makes the painting go quicker, makes it much easier, and it's fun. So I've got some phthalo blue on my palette, and I'm just going to start with crisscross strokes. Nice blue day in the Blue Ridge. So if we're going to have Blue Ridge, we got to have a nice blue sky.
Well, I would think so.
Yeah. You know, Bob has one painting that he calls Blue Ridge Falls, and that's the only scene he painted in North Carolina that I'm aware of.
Really?
Yes.
Now, it's amazing because I watch his show on Netflix now.
Yes.
And my wife, she gets upset at me because she wants to watch something. She'll walk out and I'll throw Bob back on again. It's just very relaxing watching that.
It is. I like to say it's very hard for me to watch a complete episode without falling asleep.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing.
So for those of you who have sleep trouble, go on Netflix and watch Bob Ross for a little bit.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Very soft-spoken gentleman.
Yes.
Very soft-spoken. So we have a nice blue sky, and while I'm working with this blue, I think we're going to have a little pond. So with the pond, whoa, I really turned on that color then.
And as Bob says, there are no mistakes.
Happy accidents. So with this bright color, we'll see what happens. Now, working in skies or X's, working in the land is straight strokes. What I'm doing is setting my strokes out of the sky, just softening everything up. I'm gonna switch to a different brush. I want a few clouds in. So I'm gonna pick up some titanium white. I love doing clouds. And I left some dark spots, and these dark spots,
Bob would say, happy little clouds.
happy little clouds.
Did you hear that, Bob? Now, Bob passed away when?
In '95.
Wow.
July the 4th of '95.
Wow.
So I was not one of the lucky ones that got to paint with Bob.
Yeah.
I did have the opportunity to paint with his best friend, Dana Jester. He came to Fayetteville and did a class for me. And we had, well, he stayed 2 weeks because we had so many students.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. But he said Bob was a big jokester. Loved to play tricks on everybody. So what I'm doing is softening down my cloud a little bit. I keep wiping the brush because I'm picking up the blue.
Right.
I'm going to set out my brush strokes again.
Now that makes it so that there's not lines. Is that what
So
you're...
the X strokes, you won't see a bunch
Right.
of those. And Like when I was pulling down my cloud, a little white jumped up there. Just by brushing back across it, took that little bit of white out. So we've got that. Now I'm gonna reach over here and pick up a fan brush. If it's the Blue Ridge, we gotta have a blue mountain. Let's see, I pick up some blue. There's a little brown, a little black. Then I'm gonna get into some white. This may be bluer than I want, but hey, no mistakes, happy accidents.
Happy accident.
So let's start off with a rolling hill coming in. So when you're riding out there, you see all these beautiful little ups and downs out in the mountains of North Carolina. Pull it down a little bit. It's amazing, I always wondered why they called it the Blue Ridge. Until I got out there and the sky was real misty and all I saw were these blue mountains.
Blue mountains, yeah.
So
how long, you started in 94.
I started painting this technique in 94.
How long before it looked like a painting?
My first painting, I wished I'd brought it today. It wasn't bad. My first painting wasn't bad. I think a lot has to do with the instructor.
Yeah.
I had a very good instructor. She's no longer teaching with us. She's retired, but I want to tell you how I got into this technique.
Yeah.
I suffered from severe panic disorder, and I wouldn't leave the house. And my dad, one Christmas, gave me a Bob Ross kit, and he said, Kim,
Oh, wow.
I've signed you and me up for this Bob Ross painting class. He says, I'll go if you'll go and take the class. So I went out and took the class. That's what pulled me out of that panic. So painting, you know, when they talk about art therapy,
Yeah.
there's a lot of therapy to art.
Sure.
Sometimes I tell the doctors, I say, stop recommending art therapy to your patients. I said, you know, some can't be helped. No, everybody can be helped.
Hey, we're doing some great painting with Kim Cowger. We're going to be right back, so don't change that dial.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you a lot of times an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications. With spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
I've been in an accident and I don't have insurance. I don't know what to do.
I was in an accident and I don't have insurance. Now what am I going to do?
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir, and if you've been in an accident but you don't have health insurance, it's okay. We accept third-party liens. That means we'll wait for the insurance company to pay us. So if you've been in an accident, call us today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
So we have this little Blue Ridge. Let's pop in another little guy in the foreground. Get a little touch darker. Here's this one.
See how easy that's? I mean, she just there's like little lines, and all of a sudden something comes out of it.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing. Everybody wants to see you paint a mountain. But when I try to teach a mountain, the people don't like to sign up for the class because they realize it can't be easy. Well, I will say in my 19 years of teaching, I have not found one student that has not learned to paint.
Wow.
And so all you need is a desire to pick up a paintbrush and you can be an artist. You want to try anything yet?
Oh Lord, no. We don't want to wreck it.
Oh, come on. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some color. I want to have another little foothill. It's probably early springtime. So I'm going to mix some green, some blue. Throw a little bit of brown in there. Let's see what I get. It's going to be a surprise.
So there's really no science, and I hate to use that word science. It's all an art of finding the correct mixture.
Yes, it's all technique.
Yeah.
So a lot of these colors are transparent, whereas you know, you can mix some colors, but you're still going to see a base color under there. So when I pick up an opaque paint, which my transparent was this phthalo blue, phthalo green is a semi-transparent, and the Van Dyke brown just gives it that dark it needs. So you can see I've turned it a dark green. So I'm still using my dirty brush. I love to paint with dirty brushes. We waste too much time cleaning. And my students want to paint, want to clean all the time. And I said, no cleaning brushes. One thing, I need to breathe while I'm teaching. So one thing about the Bob Ross paints is all our products are non-toxic. The only thing toxic we have is the thinner, and that's what you clean your brushes in. And you see Bob beat his brushes. Oh, he loved to beat brushes. Well, I'm trying to get out of that habit and hoping to get my students out of that habit also. So I've introduced them to diapers. Not for them to wear, but to wipe their wet brushes on.
Had me scared there.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach them, well, it helps the environment, for one thing, by not throwing that smell up into the air. And what I'm doing is coming back and putting a little bit of yellow on top of this green, just to give it a soft highlight back there. But yeah, I try to keep the chemicals out of the air as much as possible. Students still love to beat their brushes. That's why there's a trash can sitting down here in front of me. It has a beater rack in it. But under that beater rack is my few diapers. So when I get done, I'll clean my brushes and just wrap them in the diaper till I get home, and all the thinner will be out. Wow. So, no, I started to do something else, but I changed my mind.
And that's kind of the cool thing about the Bob Ross system. You call it the Bob Ross, kind of like a system, right?
Yeah, it's the Bob Ross technique. You can do just about anything you want to do.
And it can change right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing is I'm thinking maybe I want a little bit of land here. So I made like a dirt color.
Right.
So that we have somewhere to walk, to come down here so we can step into this little pool of water.
Wow.
Let's see what happens. Let's take this other one. I want to grab some of this and see if any of it wants to pull down. It doesn't, that's fine. That means I didn't use too much paint, but I'll soften it out. Again, I'm just off in the Blue Ridge, and you know that old song or old saying, Carolina on my mind?
Mm-hmm.
I just love North Carolina. So what I'm doing is pulling down some white into the water, kind of reflecting what's going on in my
Right.
sky.
Isn't this lady amazing? I'm telling you, stick with us because we're going to be doing more. We'll be right back.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you a lot of times an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir from the Loving Life TV show. One of my family's favorite places to eat is Milton's Pizza. If you like good pizza, I'm telling you, they serve the best pizza around. Their salad bar, second to none. Our family is gluten-free, and we can eat there quite easily. You're gonna love Milton's. Take the time to go there and tell them Dr. Tim sent you.
We are Milton's Pizza, and you are watching Loving Life.
I've been in an accident and I don't have insurance. I don't know what to do.
I was in an accident, and I don't have insurance. Now what am I gonna do?
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir, and if you've been in an accident, but you don't have health insurance, it's okay. We accept third-party liens. That means we'll wait for the insurance company to pay us. So if you've been in an accident, call us today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
There's an old fence here. And what I'm doing is removing paint so that I can get more paint to come on and stick. Then I'll take some of my paint, pull it down. Yeah, my thumb's on top of the canvas, but I'm just trying to lay paint on top of paint. I'm gonna move that. Got some of that thin paint in it. Come in from the side.
Well, it's amazing that you use a knife and you don't necessarily have to use a brush all the time.
No, you don't. Yeah, one of the things that anytime you can decide, well, I want a little sprig sitting here. Well, there he is. And you can leave that, it's a little white tree. Maybe that's a white river
Right.
birch that's coming up. Get some more of this brown. Sometimes I can't get it all across at one time,
Right.
so I just come in from the other side and catch it. I think I want another one. Now, I'm making him, if you'll notice, he's starting to get wider. I want him going off the canvas. Let's go ahead. This will give the illusion that this heel is tapering down. And sometimes simple paintings can be the most gorgeous. A lot of times I find people overwork their paintings. Or you can let it dry and come back in
Make
and
changes.
add. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I may decide, well, I want a duck flying in, or,
Right.
you know, so when the sky dries, I can come in and throw a duck in. Or maybe more flowers. So I'm hitting, there's a board on the back of this canvas, and I'm hitting that, and that's preventing me from getting the paint where I want it, right there.
The frame on it.
Yeah, the frame. No, they're called stretcher bars.
I knew that. I was going to use stretcher bars, but I didn't want to make you feel
Yeah.
bad.
Well, I couldn't think of it, so when you said
Cool.
frame, I said stretcher bar. All right, maybe there's an old wire. So I'm just removing some paint, getting this old wire to come in. Maybe I have some cows. Maybe that's what this fence is holding in, some old cows.
Exactly.
Oh, wrong brush. There you are. Now I want to tap a little bit of green up under here. I'm getting ready to start a series of painting the North Carolina lighthouses at Hobby Lobby for the summer.
Wow.
So, looking forward to that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh, here's another little thing I can show you. I could tap color on and then pull up. See the grass?
Yeah. Which it does around fences and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And if you're out here in the garden or something, do we want leaves on our tree yet?
It is spring.
It is spring. Maybe a few.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is fix this water edge right here. All right, a few little spring. Well, if it's spring, then that means it's flowers. Little flowers are up there blooming. So I'm gonna switch to a black handled oval, which is one of my favorite brushes. And I'm put some little bit of yellow up here, so this tree is starting to bud out.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought some paintings for you to see that you could show if you wanted to. So, I'm learning to do portraits now with another artist.
Wow.
Yeah, so she'll be coming in to Fayetteville in May. She's going to be teaching a seminar in May. But I had the opportunity to paint my youngest son when he was very young with a basket of eggs. My very first portrait I did was of my dad.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna call this one finished. Something
amazing.
simple,
Yeah.
something
It's
in
awesome.
the Blue Ridge, and you pop a dark frame on this, and it just finishes it up.
That's so cool. Thank you for being with me.
I have enjoyed it, thank you.
Listen, if you want to go to Hobby Lobby, right here in Raleigh, go to Kim's website here.
Joy2paint.com.
And join her. I think you'll have fun. I think it'll be a great thing. Maybe Bob will show up too. I'm gonna put little clouds, just dancing little clouds up in the sky. It's so wonderful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes. I even like to put a little squirrel down here. It's a little fuzzball right there, your little friend. This is so beautiful. Oh, let's put little trees here. Then sometimes I like to use the big brush on here too. It's very nice. You can do this at home too. Oh, oops. No mistakes, no mistakes. Just very quickly. These are brown clouds. Brown clouds. Do this at home. You'll enjoy it. It's good stuff. All right. Looks pretty darn good if you ask me.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you a lot of times an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
I've been in an accident and I don't have insurance. I don't know what to do.
I was in an accident, and I don't have insurance. Now what am I gonna do?
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir, and if you've been in an accident, but you don't have health insurance, it's okay. We accept third-party liens. That means we'll wait for the insurance company to pay us. So if you've been in an accident, call us today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Loving Life. Kim, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Listen, I've always said, the greatest gift that you have from God is your ability to create. For some that might be dancing, for some that might be singing, might be cooking, might be sewing, might be painting. You might be a painter and not even know it. Please go to Kim's website, check her out. Go to our website, drtimweir.com, find out some more information about the show. You can join me on Facebook at Loving Life with Dr. Weir. I'm on Twitter, I'm on all those fancy other things too. Listen, it's all about loving what you do and doing what you love. So until next time, keep loving life. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Loving
Excuse
Life.
me, we need a little more blush right there.
She's an artist. I'm gonna leave it there forever.
Forever and ever.
Yes.
Amen.
I've been painted.
He has been painted.
It's a miracle. We're doing some incredible painting here with Kim Cowger.
Cowgirl.
Somebody go out and find me a little baby squirrel. So I like to put little clouds up in the sky. There's no mistakes. Oh, it's not working. God, did somebody get this fixed?